This land is maybe very small, but it remains the center of attention for a significant part of humanity. Its population is not that large, yet the world's eyes are fixed on its news. It is a land where events have the power to change hearts. This is the blessed land, Palestine. This is a story from the time when Palestine was under British occupation. A journalist from a German newspaper, Leopold Weiss, traveled to Palestine in 1922 by train to report on the events taking place there. At one station, a Bedouin Arab sitting in Leopold's compartment bought a cake through the window, divided it into two parts, and handed one part to Leopold. When Leopold hesitated, the Bedouin said in Arabic, "You are a traveler, and I am a traveler. Your journey and my journey are together." Shortly after, the train entered Gaza. For Leopold, coming from the self-centered and materialistic Europe, this small gesture became a significant act. He, who harbored prejudice against Arabs, began to view them differently. This incident eventually turned the heart and mind of this Jewish journalist, traveling to Palestine towards Mecca. At one point after reading Surah At-Takathur, this Jew, along with his wife, embraced Islam, and the world came to know him as Muhammad Asad. Muhammad Asad documented his life story in an autobiography titled Road to Mecca, and his journey to Palestine essentially became a journey towards Islam. A century has passed, the world has progressed greatly, and then in 2023, a resistance began. Initially, the media tried to label this resistance as terrorism, but the images of oppressed people from this blessed land started changing people's opinions. People began to realize who the real terrorists were. In the US, students set up tents in solidarity with the oppressed Palestinians. Cries of genocide echoed in global forums. Unlike the past, this time, anyone with a phone became a reporter. Social media users worldwide replaced traditional media, and people around the globe focused on the smallest acts of the oppressed Palestinians. Rainwater brought tears to faces as children deprived of water gave thanks. A man kissing the corpse of his deceased granddaughter, only to be martyred himself later, touched hearts deeply. The suffering humanity of Palestine, coupled with their gratitude instead of ingratitude, courage instead of fleeing, and loyalty instead of betrayal, the oppression in Palestine and the resilience of its people started turning attention towards Mecca. Who are these people? How can they behave this way? These questions and many others led to an increase in the sale of books about Islam. If the gift of half a cake had led one person to journey towards Mecca, the rivers of blood flowing in Palestine began to guide countless others towards it. Thus, hearts began carving their own roads to Mecca. Every military might and propaganda campaign was defeated by this spirit of faith, forcing the oppressors to agree to a ceasefire. A ceasefire that the world recognized as a defeat for the modern-day pharaohs. But this is not just about military victory. This resistance has made another truth evident: the connection between Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Kaaba. A journey to one mosque is, in essence, a journey to the other. The event of the Prophet's night journey illustrates the bond between these two sacred places. Is there anyone who can truly understand this reality?